National myths tend to be of three kinds: tales of glory, tales of sacrifice, and tales of emancipation, each reflected in the history books of the day. Victorian histories tell the tale of the Blessed Isle and its defence, of the Glorious Revolution and the building of the great empire on which the sun never set. From behind those tales of glory emerges the tale of sacrifice, which was the national myth that sustained the British people through the 2 world wars. Nothing epitomises this transition from glory to sacrifice more poignantly than the Ealing Studios film Scott of the Antarctic, made in 1948 to commemorate the spirit that had seen the British people through the privations of the Second World War. As we would see it now, Scott's expedition had no motive other than the competitiveness of schoolboys. It was the ultimate futile gesture in which the virtues of the English were put to the supreme test. Scott and his team were the transcendental image of the good loser, the player who sacrifices everything with a smile and who lays buried far from home, with no achievement apart from the honourable conduct that led to his end. Victory in the Second World War had cost the British people all that they had, but in the death of Scott was the mystical proof that loss is gain. These are the stories which bind neighbours together in the shared sense of home. They are sometimes open to reinterpretation, and other times the stories may not be literally true. They may include large areas of myth, like the stories that the French tell about Joan of Arc, about the Bastille, and about the Revolution, or the stories that the Scots tell about Robert the Bruce, and about the Jacobite rebellions. These stories are the product of shared loyalties, and not the producer of them. The loyalty does not come about because the stories are believed. The stories are believed because the loyalty needs them. They are, as Plato put it, noble lies, literal falsehoods expressing emotional truths. A rational being will see through them, but nevertheless respect them, as he respects religious convictions that he does not share. These are the stories of our cultural inheritance. And even when those myths hold hardly a grain of truth, they hold the singular advantage, which it shares with the French stories of the Revolution, that it can be accepted by people on the left, and so bind us all in a shared identity.
Scott noted in his diary that night that from the very beginning of the expedition there had never been a single disagreement between 2 members of his party.